Let's talk about professions a little bit. Um, so these have been absolutely fantastic. It really came through as that third pillar of content, like these guys have been talking about. And speaking for myself, I usually don't farm. I usually don't do any professions. Um, and this has really dragged me pretty deep into it. And I have a feeling that it is because of these really nice talent systems, so that this way, one tailor to the next aren't going to be cookie cutter the same. You're going to have nice paths to kind of go through. So I think that's really fantastic how they did that, and they really pulled me in. I have been just casually chilling and getting that stuff done. Haven't really been doing too many dungeons, as you can see here. I still have like 11 Ruby Life Pools, no completed 15. So this has been taking up a lot of my time, and it's just been a really good time. But for all my profession tailorers and enchanters out there, for you guys, here's some stuff I went into, and it's been really nice. So for tailoring, I went into draconic needlework and maxed out as much as I could with this Azure weaving, because you make some buku bucks with this. Really, really cool. Reduces the cooldown time, so you can just make more throughout the week. Also, I went into a little bit of this textiling, just because when you go in here, it allows you, when you're crafting your tattered bolts or whatever, you're able to gather the elements. So any of the fire element, or you know what I mean, like what are these called, the rousing fires, rousing air, all that stuff, that will come out of learn to extract rousing elements from certain types of wilder cloth during the unraveling process, which is great. You unravel, you make money. And that goes hand in hand with this tailoring, the cloth collection. So I went into cloth collection and I tried to max this out as much as I could, and I'm just getting buku amounts of cloth per mob, humanoids, dragonkin, all of that. It's really nice to just be able to gather all that stuff, and you just make so much gold just with this gathering. So that's where I'm at with my tailoring. I got it up to like 78 so far, so we're on our way. I'm still not capped, obviously, but having a blast doing it and kind of taking my time. And then for enchanting, I got that up to, it's at 88 right now, so we're almost there. We're getting it. I went into Sophic Devotion for the weapon enchants. That's the route I chose to go. But as you can see, I just started on that. So I mainly went into Insight of the Blue. And what this does is just drop little chests that you can get and disenchant epics, blues, greens, and you can just get items from that. And I maxed that out so that this way, I mean, it gives you a chance with every single one of these nodes pretty much to just get these rare items. And it's really nice to get that when you're out farming, because it's just something additive on top of your regular farming. So just a little bit more gold passively. We always like that. Very nice. Also, I went into Draconic Disenchantment, so that this way you pull more reagents from each disenchant. That's another great one. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. It's kind of just benefiting me going the farming route. Now for you guys, you know, it depends on how you want to go about it, but I've been enjoying the farming, so I went heavy into just passive resources. When I'm farming, I'm just going to gain more gold. And then last but not least, is, you know, you have to pick your route. Do you want to start doing armor, which would be in this section, or do you want to start doing weapon enchants? And I chose weapon enchants, so this is where I'm going to be going hardcore next. Yeah, both of these are filled out, and I am going to be just putting all my points strictly into the weapon enchants to get this as high as possible with inspiration and all that good stuff. I think Blizzard killed it with these professions. So for you guys out there, a little tip: you're going to get massive recipe upgrades and things like that through the Dragon Scale Expedition. Here at level 15, you're going to gain your tailoring. You're going to gain new mats for tailoring and enchanting going through a Dragon Scale Expedition. So it's definitely the way to go, and I definitely advise hitting 15 or as high as you can go. And for those of you that want like a nice way of going about that, these expedition flags are scattered around the area, and they give you like 800 rep without the what's the thing, Dark Moon Fair. So that gives you added reputation. So it's like 1500 or something like that per, and there's like at least 13 of these things scattered around. I will have it linked in the comments, so you guys can just grab those coordinates, hit /way, and you could put that into your little GPS in here, and you could just kind of go and farm these. But it's a one-time shot only. It gives you a chunk of experience. So go do the Dark Moon Fair beforehand, and you will not be disappointed. These are everywhere. But you just collect these, and it'll start you off nicely. But absolutely been enjoying professions. I literally have just been farming nonstop, and I look forward to just kind of chilling back, turning my brain off for a minute, and just going into some farm spots and going into some groups. And the storms are a great spot. By the way, if you're looking for some extra knowledge points as well, for tailoring, I'm not sure about enchanting, but for tailoring, you do get these little, what are these? Ohn Ahran weave, or just weaves in general, and you get one per storm, and they're weekly. So if you are looking, if you don't have much to do and you're just looking for something, you can go to these primal storms, and they just pop up randomly. If they're not up for you right now, they'll be up in an hour type of thing. So you go there, farm, and you will pick these up for each storm weekly. So this one took forever. My sister actually went in and grabbed it right away and then just dipped, so she got lucky on hers. So it's totally RNG. But yes, you can get some easy extra skill points for your professions just through the primal storms. Also, the dirt, like the disturbed dirt, you can get these shovels through the Dragonflight Expedition, and that's going to be right here, the Dragon Scale Base Camp. And once you get these shovels, you just start digging dirt, and tons of knowledge points come out from that. It's ridiculous. I literally grabbed like 5 or 6 of them just picking up dirt. Go do that. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, those are just some things I wanted to talk about, but they really went in with these professions. And if you have been debating and kind of just overwhelmed with the professions and haven't really dipped your toe in, but thinking about it, definitely just screw that, dive in head first, and you won't be disappointed. Even these blue guys right here, to be honest, this is what I'm making all my money on. This takes me like 20 gold to create this cloak, and since it's a cloak, everybody needs it, and they're going up for 400 gold to pop. So I just made like 20 of these, and I have mail in the bank right now, and that's what they are. So even with these blues, super starter, and it's just been a lot of fun making gold like this. I usually do level professions like back in the day and everything, but I never really sat there and like actually made gold from it for myself. Usually I just like enchant my boys, or like whatever, like within the guild type of thing, you know what I mean? But this time around, I'm so invested, and it took me long enough too, because I was one of those guys that were like, what is happening with these professions? Like, I didn't know where to start. It was a lot going in with like the crafting orders and all that stuff, but really it comes together when you start to just slowly like increase your skill, and when you start getting these specializations. But boy, let me tell you, because they did these specializations and you have to kind of pick and choose which way you want to go, and it's not so cookie cutter, like not everybody's the same. I think that's amazing. So keep that up. I feel like they can go a little bit deeper. They always could, but this is a great start, and professions are back, baby. This is awesome. Really, really fun. I'm not making like mega gold or anything like this from it. I'm just having a good time. And if you guys are kind of looking for a different path to go, check this stuff out, because it's just somewhere else to put your time in this game that's actually worth it now. And it's been just so much fun. A nice cash time. And like I said, I haven't farmed a day in my life. And recently I've just been like, I want to go farm. So definitely peep out some professions. But that is it from me on these professions. Super good time. You got to try them if you haven't.